Hi, everyone. Sorry about that, y'all. Hi, everyone. Hello. Hello. Hi, how is everyone? How is everyone tonight? Can question if you're in the chat, if you're watching, can you hear me? Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, say yes or just do a thumbs up. And also, you guys, I don't know what it is with this microphone. Like, it picks up every fucking thing, y'all. This mic picks up every fucking thing. So if you like hear like some kind of jiggling in the microphone, it's this like every time I hit my desk, the microphone gets it. So let me see if I can turn the sound down. Hey, let me see who's in here. Hello, Indigo. Hey, how are you? How are you? Come on. If you guys are in here, thumbs up the video. Let me fix this. There we go. Thumbs up the video because it pushes my video out there. Um, I didn't know exactly when I was gonna go live today. So that's why it's gonna be a little late. I'm trying not to go live. I don't want to be going live too late. But when I get off of work, I always have to like do other things and then I'm gonna come back. So I just came back from doing something and everything like that. Yeah, guys, like if you're here, I see how many people here? Oh, we got 7 people in here. Come on, you guys. Can't just be one person talking. Come on. We got to keep the conversations going. And I'm gonna wait till a couple more people get in here. And then we're gonna talk about I'm gonna start off with the Baddies teaser trailer because it's gonna be really quick. I'm gonna talk about this episode of Johnson's Cabaret, and then I'm gonna talk about Love Cabin. So I'm just gonna wait till a few people come in here, then we're gonna go ahead and get started. Let me see. I turned my microphone's volume down a little bit. So just let me know if you guys can still hear me, okay? And I got my live pulled up on my phone because for some reason my computer is not like bringing the sound out. So, and it's only going through my microphone. So I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. If you're in here, hey, if you're in here, drop, come on, y'all. Talk in the comment section. Come on. Can't just be one person talking. Come on. You gotta engage. And if you're not gonna talk, thumbs up the video. That's all you gotta do. It's free. Thumbs it up. And everything like that. Speaking of, while I have you all here, let's talk about some drama that's going on with the baddies. Y'all want to talk about that? I want to talk about some drama that's going on with the baddies right now. I want to like some stuff that I've seen come across my page, and I just want to talk about that really quickly. So, did y'all see? I think this happened like sometime today. Um, Ivory was on live. I don't know where she was. I don't know if she was on Instagram live or she was on TikTok live. But somebody had said that Tavy had jumped Diamond at the reunion. And then Ivory talking about something she gonna get dealt with or something like that. This is why Ivory should have been at that fucking reunion because Ivory and Tavy, we waiting for that fade between Ivory and Tavy because to be honest with you, Tavy, you kind of looked a little pussy and she tried to like backtrack of what she was talking of as to why she didn't get um Ivory in the house. Remember when Tavy was fighting? I think it was Cold Killer she was fighting, and Ivory kept playing security and kept like choking out Tavy and pushing her off of her. Like Tavy, you should have been got that, and you over here trying to be Ivory's friend, and then y'all had a falling out, and you have yet to get her. Now, when they bring Ivory on this season, I don't know if they're gonna bring Ivory on chapter 2, but I really feel like Tavy and Ivory, they need that. They need to get that from each other. It's been long overdue. So that's what I've seen that's been going on. Shit. Oh, I don't want to cuss too much on here. I'm trying to bring up that Baddies page that T page that I be following. So you can see what's going on. And Summer's face. All right. Hello to all the new people that's coming in. Again, if you're in here, say hey in the chat, thumbs up the video. And again, if you thumbs up the video, it push my video out there so we can get more people to come in. That means me getting more subscribers, more views, and more money. So come on, keep it going. I'm so tired of Tavy. I'm so tired of Tavy too. I've never been a fan of Tavy. Well, have I? No, I don't think I've really ever been a fan of Tavy. And I said this in my last live. I said that Tavy came into Baddies Africa being a Chinyan. She wanted to be up Natalie's ass. I think that's mainly the only reason why Tavy got on Baddies Africa, because I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck Tavy, who looks very much different from the rest of the new girls, how the hell she got on here. So come to find out, honey, you was kissing Natalie's ass to get on here. That's what happened with Cupcake on Baddies Gone Wild. And girl, you kissing Natalie's ass and you got your ass whipped by Diamond. Then you like befriending the bitch. Then you was trying to be friends with K Reek and Fauna and Cold Killer. They didn't accept you until you got into it with Lex and Dolly. Then all of a sudden you befriended the bitches that you beat up. Like Tabby just wanted to pick a side. And then at the reunion, I'm telling y'all, like she got on my last nerve at that reunion, like screaming, talking about some, I like what I see when I'm in the mirror. Okay, Tabby, what the fuck ever. But yeah, honey, but I can't judge too much because again, we don't see it. But that Baddies USA trailer, she slapped Tommy. Now I'm interested to see what's going on with that one. But I'm just saying, it isn't. I only think if Tommy is in the wrong, they're not gonna care. Like Tommy's fan base is just like Diamond's fan bases. They gonna ride for their people. And Tavy, I'm just letting you know right now, you being up Natalie's ass on Baddies USA, from what I'm hearing, honey, the fans ain't gonna like you. And I'm just like, I'm so glad that y'all are finally seeing what I'm seeing. Like I've never been here for Tavy. I never been here for Tavy, and I can't stand Tavy. I can't. So I think we've had like a significant amount of people come in. I think some more people gonna come in later on. Again, continue to show love to the video. Keep thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up, thumbs it up. A lot of people didn't know what time I was gonna go live, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. But if you guys want me to go live more, I mean, you got to start coming in and engaging because I don't. This is, I think, my first live was last week, so that's with that one. So let's go ahead and get into the Baddies USA teaser. Now, I was going to do a reaction video, but I accidentally fucked up and saw the trailer before I could do the teaser before I could do a reaction to it. And all I want to say is I'm kind of glad I didn't do no reaction because it was a minute and some change, and it was going too fast. So I really can't sit down and analyze it because it's going so fast. It's so many fights. So I'm going to wait until the official trailer comes out, which may gonna come out. I don't know if it's gonna be next Sunday or the Sunday after that because they said the season's gonna premiere on November 23rd. So that's 2 weeks from now. And that's the week of Thanksgiving. So that's when that's what's gonna air. So I'm guessing the week before the premiere is when we're gonna see the official trailer. So I'll react to that one. So I'm just gonna cut down like a lot of the some of the fights that was slowed down that we saw that was kind of confirmed. So we saw Tasiki. Let's talk about Tasiki's squabbles. The ones I'm gonna go down each girl and what squabbles they got into. So let's talk about Tasiki. So we saw Tasiki slap Summer like she said she did. And honestly, truthfully, I know some people are like mad at Tasiki, which I'm like, I don't understand why y'all so mad at Tasiki did that. Do y'all not remember Summer called her a Chester? This was before Baddies Africa. This is before they announced the cast for Baddies Africa. And I was thinking, okay, so they must gonna put Tasiki on Baddies Africa, but Summer got lucky. Summer got lucky that they didn't put Tasiki on Baddies Africa because it would have been bad for Summer. It would have been really bad for Summer. So she got lucky, but it's like, honey, you eventually are gonna have to see Tasiki. And Tasiki's not gonna forget what you said. You was saying all this other kind of stuff and things that he was not gonna get you, girl. What did you expect? So that's gonna be a well deserved ass whooping. I heard it went like what 2-3 rounds. Like I will give Summer respect. Like a lot of people can't stand up to Tasiki, especially people that has Summer's fighting skills. Out of every girl that Tasiki has fought, I would say Summer was like the weakest one in the fighting because she fought Dolly, she fought ET, she fought Diamond, and she fought Marsh. I think Marsh can fight just a little. I don't think Marsh is a great fighter, but I would say that Marsh fights way better than Summer. So I commend Summer for that one, but that's gonna be a justified ass whooping because Summer, you need that's what you get for running your mouth. Like you just need to shut the fuck up sometimes, Summer. Like seriously though. So we saw that. Taziki and Marsh go again, which damn, like Marsh. Marsh is bold too. Marsh, you bold. Like we saw, like Tasiki was like Marsh's no. Marsh was Tasiki's like very, very first fight we ever saw Tasiki fight on Zeus. Now I didn't see Tasiki fight before this, so that was my first time seeing her fight. And when I saw that fight the very first time, I was shook. I was like, yeah, nobody gonna mess with Tasiki. So Marsh is bold to even fight Tasiki again. She's bold to fight Tasiki again, you know. So, but I'm interested because I remember I don't know if that's the day that all that stuff happened between Krishan and Tasiki when it was going at it outside. So I'm interested to see like what stirred that back up. I don't know if Tasiki and Marsh ever squashed their beef or if Tasiki or Marsh did something to run her mouth and Tasiki needs to eat her again. So I don't know if that's what it is. Then we also saw Krishan, like she was choking Tasiki. Like did y'all see that? Did y'all see like it was slow down? Krishan was like choking Tasiki, and I was like, Tasiki, you let somebody get that close to your throat and you didn't hit her? What's that? Why did Tasiki do March like that? I mean, again, I don't know the full details of what's going on between Tasiki and Marsh. We just gotta wait and see. I guarantee you that's like one of like maybe the first like 2 or 3 episodes because but the first or second day is when all that stuff was happening. I think what the first, second, maybe third day of filming, that's when like Krishan and Tasiki got into it. So I'm pretty sure the beginning half of the season is gonna be focused on Tasiki and Krishan's drama. Tasiki and Krishan's beef with other people and then their drama and their fallouts and everything like that. But I don't know what happened. We just gotta wait to see. But I guess again, like anybody that can stand up to heavy hitters, they always will get my respect in that aspect, even though I don't like you. Because honestly and truthfully, because Marsh thought she was a cast member. It's like, honey, the only reason why you're here is because Krishan brought you on here. And then once Krishan left because she couldn't shut the fuck up, Lemon Pepper said they don't need you no more, bitch. They don't need you no more. So that was Marsh. And did Tasiki get into any other fights that from that little teaser from I can remember, like the only one I remember is her slapping Summer and then her slinging Marsh on the ground. She fought two weak ass bitches. Yeah. All right, so let's get into next. The one that I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see Rolly and Daisy fight. Are y'all ready to see that Rolly and Daisy fight? And from what it looked like, again, it's only a couple seconds that we can see it. It looked like I believe Daisy when she said she got Rolly. I definitely believe it because typically whenever Rolly wins fights, she always go on social media the next like either like the same day or like the next day talking about oh yeah, I beat her ass and this and this. She didn't do that when it came to Daisy. Like Daisy was online talking. Which and then after seeing that little bit from that little teaser, again, it's only a couple seconds clip, so I don't know. But after seeing that on that little teaser clip of Tasiki and Tasiki and Rolly, sorry. I believe that Daisy got Rolly. I really truly believe Daisy got Rolly. And I can't wait to see it. I cannot wait to see it. Even though I don't like Daisy because of Baddies Gone Wild because of what she did, how she turned up a hottie, and then she was just weird the rest of the season. And then at the reunion talking about I didn't leave my baby at 4 months. She was 6 months. Like that makes any of a fucking difference. The hell? So even though I don't like Daisy, I'm ready to see her with Rolly's ass. The time has come. Like somebody really need to get Rolly again. No one has ever gotten Rolly. I don't care what y'all say. What season was that? I think it was Baddies East when Biggie came in and fought Rolly, like immediately fought Rolly. Y'all swear up and down that Biggie beat Rolly's ass. I don't believe that for a goddamn second. I don't know what the fuck y'all was watching, but Biggie did not beat Rolly's ass. So Rolly has really not gotten a real good ass beating since Baddies South, and that was 3 years ago. And then Rolly they just keep pinning like the skinny bitches on Rolly. Like a skinny bitch is not gonna beat Rolly's ass. Rolly needs somebody who's in her weight class, who's her size, and Daisy is her weight class and is her size, and she's gonna do it. And I cannot motherfucking wait. Daisy gagged Rolly in that clip. She did. She did, because like if y'all remember, because I didn't know what was going on. Rolly talking about something, she still look good. I'm like, the day, because mind you, we didn't know that Daisy came on there but until she said something. Like they never made announcement saying, "Oh, Daisy's making a special appearance," because Daisy went live and said that, and then they had no choice but to put Daisy on like a post or some shit like that. So I'm like, wait, what are they talking about? And then Rolly just had a clip talking about some, "Oh, I still look good, I still look good." It's like, honey, but like, what are you talking about? Because I was just trying to figure out who she would fight. And then it comes out that she fought Daisy, but Daisy was online talking. And Rolly didn't have a comeback at all. So I'm like, Rolly, I cannot believe somebody got you this quiet. I don't know. But next, who's the next people? Who's the next people? Biggie and Tommy, y'all. Let's talk about Tommy's. Tommy got slapped by Tavy and Biggie. What y'all think? What you guys think happened between? What you guys think is gonna happen between Biggie and Tommy? Because I thought they were like this. I thought Biggie and Tommy were like this. That gagged me, that Tommy, because I noticed that Tommy had unfollowed Biggie, and I'm like, I really didn't care too much about it, but I didn't know like nothing physical happened. I thought they probably just got into an argument, but it got physical. I hope Tommy got her ass, but honestly, truthfully though, y'all, and I hate to say it, I truly do. I hate to say this. If they were to get into a physical fight, I feel like Biggie would get Tommy. Tommy can't fight like she used to, y'all. Tommy moves very, very, very slow. She always be playing around, and when she does fight, she's very sloppy and she be falling all over the place. Biggie, as much as she really can't fight, her weight is a big advantage. It is. And everything. Let me see. Hey Kaya, you are my favorite person to watch and recast because you're funny and unbiased. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like I always try to be unbiased because it's like I can't, like, I'm, well, one thing I'm never gonna be, and this is with any type of shows, any type of reality shows that I watch, you will never ever ever see me like being delusional and saying and like taking and like saying people are right when they're wrong. Like even if I love you, I'm always gonna say that you're wrong. That's just me. Tommy swings super wide too. Right. She swings so wide. She swings very sloppy and she swings very slow. And like when she fought Tinka, I think the only time we saw her really, like when she fought Tinka, Baddies, was at Baddies Midwest when she brought the BB. I would say she did better, but let's just be honest, security's right there and helped her. Now I know her and Tinka fight. Wait, that's what it was. Her and Tinka snuck Tommy. I did catch that. Now I don't know what happened after that. But you know how security likes being biased when it comes to Tommy. Like they not gonna let Tommy get beat too bad. Unless you roll it. Just saying. But hold on. I didn't want to burp in my microphone, y'all. Sorry about that. But yeah, so Tinka and Tommy fight. Yeah, Tommy doesn't move quick enough. When she fought Rolly, now I know she was like playing and she said she just came back from, I think, of her leg healing. But honey, that ain't no fucking excuse. You see a big bitch coming after you, ain't no time to be playing. Ain't no time to be playing, bitch. Ain't no time. So yeah, so and Biggie and Smiley. Like, do y'all care about the Biggie and Smiley fight? If y'all care about Biggie and Smiley's beef, tell me. But I really don't care. I was just always laughing when when Smiley would prank call Biggie's ass. Now that shit was so funny. That was funny though. The sleepwear is so cute. Oh, thank you. It's not really a sleepwear. It's just like it's a one piece zip up. Like if it's really cold and I have to run out, it's like let me see. Here's how it looks. It's a hood. It's not really a sleepwear because you cannot sleep in this. Because I swear I can't sleep in this. I sweat when I sleep. I sweat. Sorry about that. But yeah, Biggie and Smiley. Smiley on a gurney. Smiley. Now, okay, listen. I don't want to sound ignorant, but it's just very comical to me how Smiley's always been, and she's more injured. Who do y'all think is more injured reserve, Smiley or Dolly? I'll wait. Ooh, they hit my teeth. Who do y'all think is more injured reserve, Smiley, Dolly, Dolly, Smiley? Do, 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 do. I went. I thought that was handled at the Baddies East reunion. We don't need that again. With who? With Biggie and Smiley? If I remember Biggie had slapped Smiley, and then security didn't let them fight. And then that's when Smiley had messed up her hand or something. But she came on stage, but they really, honestly, truthfully, never like got that handled because Smiley hasn't been on a season since until USA. She hadn't been on a season since then. And but then Biggie, the now prior to like this was like during Baddies Africa when it was filming, if I'm correct. Smiley was like always prank calling Biggie and everything like that. So I think they really needed because of that. I think that was like new beef. But Smiley, I don't think Smiley really ever got her lick back from Biggie slapping her because Biggie, she was dead ass wrong. Smiley, really don't have an answer. That's hard. Yeah, you're right. I don't know, but I think when it's Dolly, no. When it's Dolly, it's always her hand. But Smiley, she always be having like different injuries. So I feel like I'm pushing more towards Smiley. I'm pushing more towards Smiley because like Dolly, every time she's on injured reserve, it's always her hand is broken. Smiley messed up her hand. Smiley was having seizures. Smiley's having concussions. Smiley's puking everywhere. Like she always got some kind of new injury. I'm gonna say Dolly because we've seen her more and she's always getting her all 3 seasons. Right? But Smiley, did you not see Smiley on that gurney? Wait, hold up. No, because Dolly, wait, was it Maddie's Midwest? Didn't Dolly have to get like carried out because she like passed out or some shit like that? It's hard. You're right, it is hard. I need to put a poll in my YouTube community and I'm going to say like who do you guys think is more injured reserve, Dolly or Smiley? That is very hard. Hey Ashley, how are you? Again, if you're just coming in, I see some new people that came in. Hey y'all, hey y'all. If you're in here, thumbs up the video if you have not. If you guys thumbs up my video, it pushes my videos out there and it brings more people in, gets more engagement, give me more views, give me more subscribers. Like my last live got me like so many new subscribers. So that's why I feel like I need to start. I'm gonna start going live when it's stuff that I really don't care to sit down and do a video for. Like to be honest with y'all, because we ain't there yet. I really don't care just to sit down and do a whole recap about Joseline's Cabaret or Love Cabin. I really don't. So I feel like from now on until because Baddies USA, I can sit down and do a review and talk because it gives me something. This like Joseline's Cabaret is like it feel like it's getting very, very drawn out. Storylines are lacking. Love Cabin, it's ghetto Love Island, but it's no, I'm not feeling it, y'all. So I'll just keep doing it this way, and it can be easier for me. All I gotta do is set up my camera, set up my light, and I'm good. You know. She had that seizure in the bathroom. Yep. See, yeah, you're right. So yeah, so that's off of Smiley. Okay, who else? Let's talk about Summer had the most fights, so I'm gonna say the people that had the most later on. So we got Dolly from what I seen. Dolly fought Summer, and which we saw that clip going around. Summer got her ass beat. Dolly fought Summer, and then Dolly fought Tinka, and I don't remember who else Dolly fought. If y'all can remind me from that teaser, I can only see the two major ones, which was Tinka and Summer. Now let's talk about her and Tinka. Now that was like a really long overdue fight because and Dolly was that was no excuse. Like during Baddies Midwest, if y'all remember, Tinka threw a drink in Dolly's face when she was fighting Tasiki at that little park area, and she never got her lick back on there. And people kept saying like, "Why haven't you got your lick back on Tinka?" And I forgot what she said or what kind of excuse she said as to why she didn't do it. But yes, that's what was going on. So her and Tinka fight a couple of times. I heard that Tinka lost every one of them. And y'all, honestly, truthfully, good because I don't like Tinka. I don't. And her and Summer fought. Now, apparently something had happened as to why they had gotten to that big fight that we saw and then they put in the teaser trailer. And honestly, truthfully, I'm not gonna say it was a long time coming because it's like it's crazy how they haven't fought and yet. Like I'm surprised Dolly didn't fight some of her very, very first season. So yeah, it's interesting to see like how all that unfolds. The big three fell apart, which everybody been praying on that. Like I don't understand why people like as much as I don't like the Summer and Dolly and I love Lex, I don't pray on people's friendship downfalls. Like I don't pray on that at all. Like people sitting online, like y'all, if y'all saw the comments that I've been seeing talking about some, oh yes, I'm so glad that they're not friends no more. Like get them away from each other. It's like, why do y'all care so much about who people is friends with? That I never understood that about the fans of Zeus. Like every time, like the big three, like they always question their friendship. They was always talking about their friendship. I don't care about these people that much about who they want to be friends with because honestly and truthfully, I don't know these people in real life, so I can't speak on that. You know, Smiley's more injured reserve. Apparently, she's suffering from epilepsy in real life. Maybe I can see that, but why is Dolly's hands every time she fights? She always complain about her hand hurting. Dolly's always complaining about that goddamn hand. I'm like, I'm so sick of her. Um, her Black and Tink's eyes was kind of a gag. Who, Dolly? Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. She shouldn't put herself in that situation at that point. You playing with. Oops, sorry, y'all. These comments are going a little bit fast. She shouldn't put herself in in that situation at this point. You're playing with your health. Exactly. It's like that's the same thing. Like I always said when it came to Diamond coming on this show. It's like, girls, like these hospital visits, these doctor visits, like, is it really worth it? Like, Diamond, you got your tooth knocked out in the first season. Then the second at the first reunion, was it Baddies Caribbean? You got your tooth knocked out by Tzatziki. Then at Baddies Midwest reunion, Rolly ripped your braid out of your scalp, like the whole braid out of your scalp. Then Baddies Africa reunion, Diamond said Natalie broke her nose with that diamond ring. It's like, Diamond, is it really worth you getting here bruised and up? Same thing with Jayla. Jayla, you getting bit up and everything like that. It's like, is it really worth y'all doing all this? And like Dolly and Smiley, it's like, is y'all health really, really worth it? And if y'all health is not worth it, it's like, then stop putting yourself in situations where you're gonna have to fight where that's gonna happen. That's all I'm saying. Let me see. I was surprised to see Nunu fighting a lot. I wasn't surprised, but I think some people were because apparently, like, from what the blogs were trying to like say is that Nunu was being boring. Don't seem like she being boring to me, so I don't know what y'all talking about. But I'm kind of glad that she's not coming here being boring because people's gonna read somebody from sitting here and not fighting nobody. People are demonic and miserable, exactly, and they hyping Tasiki boring ass now, calling her MVP. Tasiki's not an MVP. Tasiki, the thing is, like, okay, mind you, now I would say, like, even though she doesn't like Summer and Marsh, and she has a really good reason to fight Summer because what Summer said, and Summer thought she was safe, or Summer must have thought that Lex was going to take that fade for her. It's like, no, honey, you dug your hold. You This is what you got. So, honestly, truthfully though, Tasiki fighting Summer to me does not make her MVP because other than that, like from what I'm hearing, because I got some ears to the streets, um, after that, it's Tasiki so far right now is chilling. She's chilling. She got into it with Krishan. She fought Summer. She done fought Marsh. She's cool with everybody else. Her and Dolly made up, I heard. Her and Lex is cool. Um, who else? I don't know if her and dang, what's that girl name? Damn, what's that girl name? Natalie. Goddamn. I don't know her. I don't think her and Natalie are beefing at all. That's what Tasiki does. I know. I can't go too hard on her, but that's just what I'm hearing. That's what I'm seeing is that Tasiki did her thing at the beginning of the season, and as we get to the middle and wind it down, she's chilling the rest of the season. That's what Tasiki does. That's what she does every single season. Gives us one, maybe two good fights. Then the rest of the season, she's chilling. That's what happened on Baddies East. She was beefing her and Krishan. She had that beef with Natalie. Then she had that beef with Krishan, and then Krishan got her jumped. Then she beat Marsh's ass. Krishan had to get off the show because she was pregnant. Then what happened the rest of the season? She was being quiet the rest of the season. That's what she always does. Dolly and Tinka falling off the bus gagged me. It actually did kind of gag me. I ain't gonna lie. Yo. I need to see that. That episode seemed like it's gonna be really funny when Diamond and Tinka fight. I mean, Dolly and Tinka fight. Sorry, y'all. And I'm not gonna lie, I saw the breakup coming because it always felt like Dolly only got with her because Summer's camera time, and then Lex just got sucked in. Yeah, I see it from Dolly's side. I definitely see. I feel like Dolly did at some point like Summer because because Dolly was around Summer's children. Like I'm not gonna like you and all that kind of stuff, and you gonna bring me around your kids, and there's not some type of care there. I think Dolly at some point did care. The first time she did get with Summer, I think it was because Summer was getting so much camera time, and Dolly being on a reality show before knows what gets you camera time. But I feel like at some point when they would start hang out outside the show, I don't feel like it was fake. But I definitely didn't see the friendship between Summer and Dolly lasting. Now Lex, I personally don't think Lex was hanging out with Summer because of the camera time and because because everybody's saying like, oh, Summer is the reason we all know y'all or something like that. Summer kept y'all relevant. If you guys remember on Baddies Midwest, the two people that came in very hot, the two new girls that was came in very hot and was fighting people and holding their own, was Summer and Lex. Like Lex was already holding stuff on her own when she kept getting into with Ivory and then her getting into with Anna. She was by herself. She didn't have Summer and Dolly behind her. That wasn't until later on in the season. And then they became a whole thing, and that's what happened going into Africa. But honestly and truthfully, I feel like Lex can hold herself on her own. I don't think she needs Summer. Dolly, I feel like really needs Summer. I don't think Dolly can do that whole thing. Like it's only gonna last for so long where you can be like a villain by yourself, you know. And then like it was better when y'all was like the duo trio doing that. But now that Dolly and Summer are not cool no more, I honestly don't really see them bringing Dolly back. I think that's the only reason why Dolly even has stayed as long as she was because of her association with Lex and Summer. So at this point, y'all better go down the line and better get cool in. Y'all better get cool in. You know what I'm saying? I take her chilling if it means she's not gonna fight honest battles. Talking about the Siki? Yeah, yeah. But the thing is, I do say Tasiki, but then it's like, do y'all think that Anna pulls Tasiki in those situations? Because I think to Anna be always talking about every time she gets into it with somebody. You saw how every time her and Lex get into it was at like last season, not Baddies Africa, Baddies Midwest. And then after everything be happening, Anna always be like, well, you ain't gonna fight Tasiki. You ain't gonna fight Latifah. It's like, Anna, why the fuck every time you arguing with Lex? Like, not with anybody. So it's like when she's arguing with Lex, she always be like, why don't you want to fight Tasiki? Why you ain't gonna fight Tasiki? Like, why you keep bringing Tasiki into this? Tasiki and Lex don't got beef. Lex's beef is with you because you don't know how to shut the fuck up. You keep running your mouth about her. So you can't be using all that. But yeah, I don't like when Tasiki. Now I can see her doing that if somebody's picking at Anna, but nobody has been picking at Anna in a while. The reason why Anna gets into her beefs is because she opens her fucking mouth and she doesn't know how to shut up. So Tasiki, you need to just tell your friend if she ain't gonna like stand up for herself, like you only stand up for her if she's getting picked on. But if she's starting this beef, you can't keep jumping in and helping her. You can't do that. That's what pissed me off about Tasiki. Um, how do you feel about the Mace situation? I thought it was so wrong. Oh, when didn't Sukiana Mace Gretchen? That was a pussy ass move, Sukiana. That was a pussy ass move. It's like, honestly and truthfully, I don't know. Like, yeah, we don't know what's been going on, but we know Suki and Gretchen have been fighting, and I don't know if Gretchen is whooping Suki's ass and you had to use that, because the only time somebody would use a weapon is if you can't beat them up. That's the only time I would say weapons are involved, like with them supposedly saying that Fauna had mace on her hands and used it against Lex. Like I said, but the thing is, Fauna has been getting her ass whooped by Lex all season long. So when it's somebody that's too big that you know that you cannot take down, I don't blame people for using it, but I don't think you should have used that in a club in a small little area, because honey, that could have gotten on anybody on that stage. And like that was no need for you to be doing all that. There was no need for you, and not against Gretchen. Unless Gretchen has been beating your ass in the house, but we have to wait and see. But yeah, that was Suki. What are you doing? What are you doing? Anyways, what did I say? Yeah, and then who is the next couple people? Okay, Anna. Let's talk about Anna. Anna slapping DJ Sky. Can we talk about that? Anna slapped the shit out of DJ Scott. That was crazy. And then Anna, what is Anna and Mariah Lynn fighting about? Anna and Mariah Lynn fought. Didn't I see that? I thought they came into the season cool, because remember, they had that thing beef on Caribbean because Anna beat up Mariah's mom, which I don't understand how Mariah, you got cool with the bitch after she did that. A bitch put their hands on my mom. We ain't ever been cool, bitch. Plain and simple, okay? Then they made up, and then Summer attacked Mariah, and the reason why Anna and Summer are beefing is because Anna attacked Summer for Mariah, and Mariah and Anna are beefing. What are they beefing for? Like, what are they? I'm ready to see what that was about, but I think they're still cool. It's like, honey, I don't understand how y'all be fighting and be friends afterwards. I don't put my hands on my friends. I don't put my hands on my friends and everything like that. And Anna is fighting Summer again. Again, I don't want to see another season of Anna and Summer fighting. I'm tired. Like, what else are y'all beefing about other than y'all don't like each other? If y'all don't like each other, then keep y'all distance. Unless one of y'all is just antagonizing each other, which I feel like I want to believe it's Anna because she always got something to say when Summer is around. She always got something to say. But I'm just so sick and tired of Anna and Summer fighting. I'm so sick of them. Mariah and Summer been overdue. Like, it's crazy how they just bring Mariah Lynn on right now. This is Summer's third season. That happened on Summer when she auditioned for Baddies Midwest. She attacked Mariah, and they're just now bringing Mariah back on for her and Summer to have this long overdue fight. Diabolical. Okay. Mariah, I only saw her fight Summer. I don't know who else she fights this season. Okay. I want to know who threw something at Krishan. Somebody was on. They was on the Sprinter van or the Baddies bus. Somebody threw something at Krishan, and Krishan like ran up on them. I want to know who that was. Cause you bold, and everything. Let me see. Uh, yeah, like use it against Tasiki, not on Gretch. Right? Use weapons against Tasiki, Krishan, Lex, Ivory. Those are the pitches you need to use weapons against, not Gretchen. Like Gretchen must have got Suki for her to do that. Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking she must be whooping your ass in the house for you to do that. Because I'm not gonna use a weapon against a bitch that I can beat up. Just saying. I want to see Anna slap someone who can fight though. She ain't gonna never do that. And if she does, she's gonna do it around security, and she's gonna know, or she's gonna do it when Tasiki's around because she knows she's gonna be protected. That's what it is. Like, did you notice like Anna is like so quick to run up and fight Summer and fight people that she knows that she can probably beat up, or she knows she has a chance of winning. But when it's a bitch that she knows she has absolutely no chance to fight, like I have yet to see her run up and really get Dolly. Like, we still haven't seen Dolly and Anna fight, and we haven't seen Lex and Anna fight. And I don't count that reunion one where she ran up because then they all jumped on Lex. I need to see them fight a 101, one on one. It's like she always be like so quick to run up on Summer, but when it's bitches that she knows can beat her up, she always be like talking from a mile away, and then be hiding behind security, or she be hiding behind Tasiki. And the only reason why she slapped just DJ Scott because she already beat her ass, so she ain't gonna be scared to do it again. And I'm pretty sure if her and Scotty wasn't all cool, she would do it to Scotty too. Just being honest. And the last couple of ones that we can get into before we get into Joseline's Cabaret. Who's the last people that was somebody else on there that was fight? Oh, Fauna and I think it was Fauna and Cold Killer, or Fauna and Tavy. They're fighting Nunu, and I'm just gonna and think it's because they're taking up for K Rican, because K Rican and Nunu have been beefing all time because someone said that her and Nunu look alike, and then I think Nunu said no we don't, and then that's this whole beef. But apparently I heard, because K Rican was a special guest because they were in Atlanta, and I heard that Nunu got her. So, and I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say I think Nunu beat her ass because K Rican can't fight. She can't fight. She can't. Oh yeah, and Killer and Tinker, Co-Killer and Tinker fighting. Is it really over that? I really hope they're not beefing this whole entire season over a song that's not even neither one of theirs. Like, y'all sampled a song. Both of y'all bitches sampled a song. Talking about whose song is more popular. Who cares at this point? That song ain't. I don't care how many views it got on YouTube. I ain't hear that song on any. That song was not on any Billboard Top 100s. It didn't go viral on TikTok. Not from I remember. So I wish y'all, can y'all bitches stop doing that? Thank you. Thank you. Anyways, Anna's always punking people that can't fight. Exactly. She always be like punking people that she knows who she's beat up before, or she thinks has a chance to fight her. Now, do I think she's quiet if they like confront her like in an argument? Absolutely not. Like, she went back and forth with Rolly. Rolly can whoop her ass. And people keep talking about somehow Anna beat up Rolly at the Baddies East reunion. Like, no, she did not. Like, Anna ran up behind Rolly and hit her and was jumping all around stage, and they never touched each other. So that doesn't count as a fight to me. And they are so cool and close now that we ain't gonna never get that fight again unless Anna says something about Rolly's kid. That's basically it. But yeah, so that's what's going on with that one. Um Oh, did y'all see before we go over to Jocelyn's Cabaret? Did y'all see that video of Scotty? Did y'all see her stomach? Scotty has officially secured the bag. She is pregnant by a billionaire. So wait, question. I'm not gonna say allegedly. Well, I gotta say allegedly for purposes. If a Scotty is allegedly pregnant, should Scotty finally get off Baddies? Should Scotty finally get off Baddies? What do you guys think? I'll let y'all sound off in the comment section. Somebody said yes. Mhm. Yes, please. Yes, yes, yes. It's time for it's been honest and truthfully, you guys who if y'all been watching my videos, you guys already know how I feel about Scotty. I don't hate Scotty. Like when she first came on the seat on when we first got introduced to her, I liked her a little bit. She did something that I didn't like, and I don't know what exactly she did, but then she started getting on my nerves, and I never really could get behind her. As the seasons go on, she hasn't been well, she still gets on my nerves, but she hasn't been getting on my nerves as bad as she did when she first got on here. But it's like, honey, y'all be talking about some, oh, this person's born, they need to go home. Like y'all was saying how Jasmine Renee needed to go home, even though she was the definition of a baddie. But y'all, Scotty don't come in here and she doesn't do nothing. She talks shit on her confessionals. Then wants to use the whole I'm not a fighter, I'm not a fighter, I'm not a fighter. But then y'all say she's entertaining and y'all love her and y'all want to keep her on the show. What do y'all want to keep Scotty on the show for? What does she do on the show that keeps the story going? And also, truthfully, take her beef with Lex on Baddies Africa. Take away her beef with Lex on Baddies Africa because Lex had beef with other people. She ain't do nothing. So I just don't understand y'all. Um, I don't want her to say, give me a reason on my screen again, right? Like, it's just that, and you know what? Congratulations to her. Congratulations to her. You know, she's being pregnant. Again, like I said, honestly and truthfully though, Scotty can get off of the show. And like if her and Lemon Pepper, if they really are in love, then y'all need to go and get married. Scotty does not need to be on this show. Or you gotta at least give her her own show because she got fans and maybe y'all will watch. I don't know. Get her off the show and then let her be great on her own and let her take care of baby because now he's gonna be in your life no matter what. So just say what happens, something happens and her and Lemon Pepper break up, then Scotty is gonna get that child support. And Lemon Pepper is a millionaire. Okay, he got money. Scotty is gonna be put up and he's gonna make sure his child is put up in good care. So honestly, truthfully, I think Baddies USA needs to be the last time we see Scotty on a Baddie season. She does not need to be on a Baddie season pregnant. She does not need to be on here pregnant, and she does need to be on here after having a baby postpartum. We don't need that. We don't need to see that. We don't need to see that. Let Scotty, her story, her arc on Baddies Ben came to an end. There's nothing else offered. Just like Rolly's. Like, what else can Rolly bring to Baddies? Like, even though Rolly didn't get on my nerves on Baddies Africa, I actually really, I'm never gonna be a big fan of Rolly. Never. But I actually respected her on Baddies Africa because she actually was doing what Natalie needed to be doing, basically. So, but Rolly, her time on Baddies came to an end. Like, what more can these bitches talk about? It's like on Real Housewives. I compare it like to Real Housewives of Atlanta, where Candy shouldn't have lasted as long as she did. I love Candy. Candy did not need to stay on Real Housewives of Atlanta for as long as she did. It's like her storyline has came to an end. What did I always say? Like what's the saying when people say like your story has ended, like it's came to an end, something like that. If you guys know what I'm trying to say, put the quote in the comment section. But yeah, like it came to an end. Like there's nothing else that you can offer us. There's nothing else we can know. Like you already opened up about your life. You already opened up about like the things you went to in the past, and you're conquering. Like you're on a show and you're getting money and you're good. So I just don't understand like what's the point here. You should have more than enough money saved up to do something else. You know. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm thinking. And everything like that. But yeah, y'all, that was the Baddies teaser trailer. That was like my little take on it. When the official trailer comes out, I'm going to drop a reaction video for that. But let's go ahead and get into the cabaret. So on this episode of Joseline's Cabaret, it was actually really good. Like, I'm not gonna say that this season of Joseline's Cabaret is bad, but this season is giving very much. They're trying to be too much like Baddies, and I think that's probably why a lot of people is not really feeling this season, because there's too many of clicks. It's too many picking on one person. Like each episode, they always find one person to pick on. Like the beginning of the season, it was against damn, what was that girl? What was that girl that was on Erica Mena's show? I forgot her name, but they made like the first what 2, 3 episodes about her. Then they made the next couple of episodes about Chinks. Then they made it about Kanaya. Then it went back to Chinks. Then it went back to Kanaya. Then it went back to Chinks. Now it's about Lexi. And then it went back to Chinks. It's like each fucking episode, it seems like they always want to talk about one fucking person. They always putting their energy and their nastiness towards one fucking girl. Is they're giving very much like we're just now. How was it episode? I forgot what episode that was. I think it was like episode 12 or 11, when we started seeing the cabaret, where we actually saw them perform. We actually are seeing them dance. We're actually seeing them rehearse. We're actually seeing them do all that. It's like, why did it take that many episodes for us to finally get to the point of what Jocelyn Cabaret is? This us see y'all dancing. We don't want to see y'all bitches in a house sitting around talking and then getting into arguments and start fighting each other, and you jumping girls and jumping from this person, that person, that person. That's what we have baddies for. And we kind of get a little bit burnt out about that. We don't need another show on Zeus giving us that same concept. So I think that's what's going on when it comes to Jocelyn Cabaret. Oh, I heard a fire truck outside. So that's my whole thing, my issue with Jocelyn's Cabaret. But this episode, dang, how this episode start out again? Sorry, y'all. Give me. Oh yeah. So they're in Vegas. So they go to Vegas, and I ain't gonna lie, I got flashbacks to the Jocelyn's Cabaret Las Vegas. Now that season was not that great. It was not bad, but it's not rewatchable. Like, I can't see myself going back and sitting back. I don't rewatch no seasons of Jocelyn Cabaret. Let's just be honest. But if I had to pick, I'm not going back and rewatching the Vegas season. That was the season that K Capri and Amber and then was on there. Yeah, not doing that. So they're in Vegas, and then they're rehearsing and everything like that. Then Chinks, we get to the Chinks of it all. They're rehearsing because they have a show that night. Then Chink shows up talking about somehow she wants to be here, she wants to have fun, she wants to perform, but bitches are always, attacking her and all this other kind of stuff. And they ask her, who do you need to get it off with? And she says, anybody. I think she said that. Then why the hell does Ricardo's messy ass goes inside and they bring Egypt? Now, we didn't see when he went in there what happened. It gave very much that they went in there and they said, hey, Chinks is out here. She wants to fight somebody. Who wants to go out here and fight her? And then they all either Egypt stepped up, or they all said, Egypt, go out there and handle that. Because all of y'all can't really beat her too bad. Because the only person that's really gotten her, really beating her really bad is Miss Egypt. Because Egypt is the only one, is the biggest one at all y'all. Outside of Chinks, she is the biggest bitch there. So that went out there, and baby, when I tell you, whew, baby, when I tell you, Egypt beat the shit out of Chinks, it wasn't even funny. I felt so bad. I felt so bad for Chinks, y'all. The way Egypt was, like, you heard them punches. And I think they said that she broke her nose. Is that I wouldn't be surprised, because at one point, which Chinks, which I hate when people do this, like, why would you in a fight put your head down with a perfect opportunity for somebody to start uppercutting you? That's probably how she broke her nose, because Egypt got them strong ass punches, and she was uppercutting her at one point before she started really going in on her head. And I said, that's probably how it happened. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, oh my God. It was horrible. It was fucking horrible. It was fucking horrible. Now, this is what I want to talk about. Let's get down to the thick of it all. Let's get into the thick of it all, okay? Not Chinks, Egypt. They asked Egypt why her and Chinks don't like each other, or why she don't like Chinks or whatever, right? She's talking about some, because you snuck my sister. Egypt, let's take it back to episode fucking 1, babe. You was on that bus, unless they cut something out, but nobody has came out and confirmed nothing about that. So we just gotta go based on what we see on the fucking show. Egypt, you were on that Sprinter van when T Love inserted herself into Chinks and Lexi Gold's beef from last season, from the reunion. She in there inserted herself into a business that had nothing to do with her. And they're arguing and they're about to fight or trying to fight. T Love spits either on her or she spit at her. That's where this whole beef came from. So Chinks and T Love never got to get into a fight. So the opportunity that she saw to sneak her because, honey, you spit on me, all bets are off. She snuck the bitch. T Love deserved it. And then you want to insert and you want to go and fight her because she snuck T Love. Egypt, if a bitch spit at you, wouldn't you want to get that bitch every time? I just can't get on board with Egypt's beef with Chinks. Okay, you fought her. I guess whenever you fight somebody, it's gonna be beef there. Who cares? Even if it's for a stupid reason. But I just don't understand like why Egypt is like her beef with Chinks is really that bad. It's like, honey, the only reason why you fighting her because she snuck T Love, which T Love deserved it because T Love spit at her because she inserted herself in some shit that had nothing to do with her. So I don't understand Egypt's thing when she wants to fight T Love. I mean, wants to fight Chinks. But it happens. To get back in there, and Joseline surprisingly was nice. She's like, now she's been nice before, but she's this is the nicest that I've seen her be to anybody. Like I said, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I don't know if producers are just letting Chinks show up late because Chinks is able to show up late. She's able to she able to show up late to rehearsal. She able to show up late to the show. She's able to not be around like the group's settings and all this other kind of stuff. She's able to do whatever she wants, and Jocelyn don't go on her. If this was anybody else, this was Isis or Nick or Egypt, and she was it was well. Now that I'm saying that out loud, I know why she does it. But I don't think Chinks doesn't give me the type that she lets Jocelyn talk down on her. I feel she would stand up to herself when it comes to Jocelyn, but Jocelyn would call any girl out that would show up late and do all that kind of stuff. I don't know why she's like so sweet on Chinks, and I'm not sure why. Like I don't know if they're doing something on the low. I don't know. Just saying. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm missing y'all's comments. I'm sorry. Ashley, something like that. I don't remember. Wait, from what, Ashley? From what? But yeah, so she brings her in there. And a lot of girls are upset that Chinks is getting back in here, which I don't understand. Like, why does one person's presence bother y'all so much? It's like every time Chinks walks in somewhere, 90% of the bitches always got an attitude. Like, they energy just changed. Like, I don't understand how this one person got y'all this press. And Chinks of all people. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So then Jocelyn says that nobody gets to touch Chinks. She said, I'm not gonna let them touch you and all this other kind of stuff. And I actually really like that. I really did like that. And T Love, and then Jocelyn says, like, Egypt, why do you want to keep fighting her? You already beat her ass, so why do you want to keep fighting her? And why did you sneak her? And she right, because Egypt, you can beat her ass. So there's really no point in you sneaking. Wait, no point. I don't know. Basically. So then T Love is like laughing because she found out that Egypt snuck her. And she's like, I'm glad that she snuck her. That was for me. And Jocelyn says the funniest shit. She says, T Love, be quiet. Do what you do best and put a dick in your mouth. When I tell y'all I screamed. That now Jocelyn was so funny this episode. She was extra funny, and I was actually on her side with everything this episode because I'm typically not on Jocelyn's side when she goes off on people, but she had a good reason to go off on people this episode. See, this is the shit I'm talking about, Jocelyn. These are the moments where you go off on these bitches, not when they just standing right there just staring into space, and all of a sudden you just start an argument with them. Like, not that's not the stuff we want with Jocelyn. That's not the stuff we want. Oh, someone's trying to email me. Like, why are you emailing me? Okay, so yeah, so that was going on. Then we get to the show. The show is actually really good. I haven't been to one of the cabaret shows. They come. I live in North Carolina. They're coming to North Carolina in December. I'm still like contemplating if I want to go or not. Should I go? Like, do you guys think? And I'll make a community post too. Do you guys think I should go to the Johnson's Cabaret when they come to North Carolina? And should I vlog about that? I just want to say, but I feel if I go, I think they know I'll be talking shit about them. I'd be talking shit a lot about Danny, Andrea, and Oceans. They probably gonna try to jump my ass. I don't know. Well, so then we get to because I'm jumping around because like I said, the episode was kind of like it was okay, but it's some stuff I can say about it. So they're on their way to like the final dinner, which is code for a fight by the breakout. And then Andrea is on the oh yeah. So this is what happened. So at the show, Jocelyn like gives a special shout out to Lexi Gold, talking about some, yeah, she's gonna run the cabaret one day or some shit like that. Andrea's feeling some kind of way about that. Yeah. And she is screaming like, Drea, what the fuck is wrong with you? And everything like that. She's talking about some, I work so hard to be here. Like, girl, I really don't care about your tears and everything. You work so hard to be here. And she be talking about somehow she has a kid at home. Like, literally, every time I get reminded that Andrea is a mama, it scares the shit out of me. It scares me that Andrea is a mama. It scares me. Like, seriously, though. And she's crying and everything like that because she's supposed to run the cabaret and all this other kind of shit. And honestly, truthfully, Joseline, if you're smart, Andrea does not need to be running the cabaret. Nobody is gonna take her serious. It's kind of like how on the I think it was the Vegas season, right? Yeah, it was the Vegas season when she brought Chanel, who won the previous season, and Chanel was supposed to be the person that everybody's supposed to listen to. Y'all saw how all those girls was walking over Chanel. Them bitches was not listening to her. The new girls was walking all over Chanel, not listening to her, talking shit about her, saying like, "Oh, I'm supposed to follow her." No, I don't want to follow her. She's weak and all this kind of stuff. That's gonna be the same situation with Drake. The only difference is that and Chanel wasn't confrontational, only when pushed. But Andrea is, but she's confrontational, but she gets her ass beat. That's the difference. So it's gonna be just another Chanel situation where them bitches not gonna take her seriously. She doesn't put the fear god in nobody. She honestly, when she tries to argue, she sounds like a little fucking kid. She be screaming and crying, throwing hissy fits like she's 15 years old when she's 26 years old. She's the same age as me. You know what I'm saying? Like this, like girl, that's ridiculous right there. So no one, Andrea, nobody's gonna take you serious. So they get there, and then like she is staring down Let's Go, like staring daggers at that bitch. And she talking about some bitches want my spot and all this other kind of stuff. And like I honestly truthfully don't believe that Lexi Go went to Jocelyn and said, Jocelyn, I want to take over the cabaret one day. I think that's something that Jocelyn came up with because she maybe sees Lexi Go doing it. Honestly, truthfully, I don't know if I can necessarily see Lexi Go doing. I can see her running a cabaret, but maybe not this one. But I feel like she has more of a respectable stance, and people will listen to her other than Andrea. If y'all get what I'm trying to say. So then, they're at the dinner table because they're at the I don't know where they was at, but then they go to the dinner table, and then Andrea is still staring daggers at Lexi and them talking and everything like that. And then she gets up and she throws something, and her and Lexi Go start to fighting. And Lexi Go whooped ass. Like, Andrea, I don't know what you was doing, honey. I don't understand why you so stupid, bitch. You be fighting with your motherfucking wig on. Like, why you bitches fighting with your wigs on? I hate when y'all do that shit. She went in there, started swinging, trying to windmill or whatever she was trying to do. And honey had her head down and she looked a fucking fool. Then we get the preview for next week. That they continue to fight, and Lexi beat that ass. Ocean stands up. Of course, Ocean gotta always stand up to make a scene. She got her ass beat. Like, Ocean, you should just shut up. You should just shut the fuck up and just sit down. Dez and Kanaya going at it again. And I had to rewind it. Now we only saw a quick second clip because I didn't know who got put on the table, but it was actually Kanaya that threw Dez through the table or through the bushes, whatever that was. So Dez whooped Kanaya. I mean, Kanaya whooped Dez ass. Then we have who's fighting again next week? Oh yeah, Oceans and what's that girl name? Danny is fighting. Yeah. Yep. So that's Jocelyn's Cabaret, y'all. So let's go ahead and get into Love Cabin. Love Cabin, the episode was good. It was a little drawn out, but like you know, in Zeus fashion, they love to draw. They like to draw out a fucking scene and stretch it out. That whole fight argument, but Michael Bree, Desi and Trap, like their whole little whatever that was. They argued about it on the way there to the winery because they were in the winery group. They argued about it on the sprinter ride to the winery. They argued about it at the winery. Then they argued about it going back to the house. It's like, are you kidding me right now? Like, how many times now? But we found that they were lying. But it's like, even if Michael and Bree slept together, which they kind of admitted, finally, at least I don't know if they were just saying it to say it or if they really do. Who knows at this point? Who the fuck cares? Even if they messed around, what does that have to do with right now? Like, I'm pretty sure there's people out there that y'all have messed around with, and if they came into this house, it really mean nothing unless you really cared about the person. Saying like, I just don't understand, like, what's the point of, like, are you just worried? Desi is giving very much because mind you, Desi has not been like this with nobody else. It's giving very much Desi. You're intimidated by Brie because Brie is beautiful, and you're worried that Michael might want to like find something with her. But I believe them. They said if we really wanted to be with each other, we would have been with each other. Brie has made a point that she wants to be with Trappier. So I don't understand like why they kept arguing about it so much. It's like who cares at this point? And then Desi and Trappier, y'all talking about how Michael and Brie be flirting, but you two be flirting too. So it's like the pot calling the kettle black. So it's honestly, truthfully, nothing really got resolved from this that conversation between all them. And I really got tired of it. And it's like y'all bitches, y'all motherfuckers are giving me a headache. Either Desi, you want to be with Michael, and if he is really for you and he is for you, he ain't gonna be worrying about another bitch. And you shouldn't be worrying about another bitch that he's been with. Plain and simple. You know? So let's get to Athena and Trappier. So Athena is still wanting to be with Trap because she says that they slept together and you can't sleep with somebody and not have be care for them and have feelings for them. Yes, you can. It happens every fucking day. And Athena, you being a person that does adult content should know that. And he does adult content. And I think he understands that. So I don't understand why you so upset that this man slept with you, but he don't want to be with you. Y'all feel what I'm saying? So I don't understand Athena when it comes to that. Like this bitch was getting on my nerves. Like I think she's 21 years old or 22, and she sounds her fucking age. Like, girl, you sound childish as hell. And she just kept talking about some. But then also she kept confusing me about. She kept talking about some. I don't want you. But she's almost, but I really like you. But I don't want you no more. Like that's cut off. But I don't want. It's like, girl, do you want the nigga? Yes or no? Like, oh my god. Like Athena doesn't know what she want to do. Like she keeps talking about trying to. I don't know if she's trying to like seem like she's trying to be like so strong or whatever it is, or trying to act like she's so nonchalant about it. Honey, obviously you're not nonchalant about it. You want to be with Trap, and you're just mad that he wanted to go and explore other people and not be with you. That's just what it is. And you're mad because you gave him the draws. No one told you to open up your legs, Athena. No one told you to spread your legs for a nigga that does adult content. No one told you to do that. No one told you to do that. So that's what was pissing me off. So hopefully, I hope this is the last we hear about this bullshit because I really don't care about Athena. Trap don't want to be with you that way. And I pray, and I know his words say one thing, but you don't. I'm the type of person you don't pay attention to a nigga's actions. I mean, nigga's words. Pay attention to his actions. His actions is showing he don't want to be with you. If he wanted to be with you, he would have said he wanted to be with you, Athena. I don't know what's not clicking in your head, but yeah, she feels some kind of way about it. Honey, you look very, very stupid because no one told you to give the draws to him. Athena was so irritating this episode. She was getting on my fucking nerves. She's on my last nerve. She does. I can't. I thought I was gonna like her. I don't like her at all. So then, what else happened? Oh, Jaren, the new dude. Something's wrong with him. You cannot convince me that something is not wrong with Jaren. Like he has this look that he might somebody, and him like, and I hate people that be dumb on some. I'm about to crash out right now. I'm about to crash out right now, but you have yet to do it. Like, how many times you gonna tell us you about to crash out and you don't do it? Honestly, truthfully, if you a true crash out, you're not about to say you about to crash out. So that's how I know you just showing your ass. Like you're not, dude. We don't take you serious, and that's why Desi was laughing at his ass. I'm glad that he was getting eat the fuck up because him, and also what he kept pissing me off is he kept talking about some, oh, I know stuff about all y'all. I know stuff about all y'all. Like, what stuff do you know about us, sir? Because mind you, when they filmed Love Cabin, they didn't drop the cast until after the season film. So it wasn't like Love Island, like how they trying to be like Love Island, where we see who the cast is and you come in as a bombshell and you able to see them on TV or you're able to look up their social media and then try to like do stuff about them that way. That's not how it worked. So I don't understand what you know about them. And then when they kept asking him, he never gave an answer. So dude, like, shut up. Like Jaren was getting on my nerves. Like I don't know. And honestly, truthfully, people thought he was cute. He ain't cute to me. Nope. But yeah, Jaren was getting on my last nerve. And then him and John get into it. Now, can we talk about that fight with John and Jaren? What was that? Like John, like this is the thing, like John be talking, like both of them, not just Jaren. John and Jaren talking so much shit. They run their mouth so much. So I'm thinking that y'all got the hands right. John, what was that? You had a clear shot and you didn't use your advantage, sir. You sucked. You sucked when it came to you fighting Jaren. Hi, CD Galore. Hi, CD Galore. Is Love Cabin still good? I stopped watching after that weird ass episode 2. I don't really know. Like, it's not terrible. I'll say that it's not terrible. This episode that I'm talking about right now was actually really good, and I think it's because Ray J was not around. Like, we didn't see Ray J until the end of the episode when he came to the cabin and he had to, like, work with the cast and introduce to do the activity of the day. But I think, and I think it's because I think the show would have been fine if another host. I feel like Tia Kemp needed to host the show. It's okay if she wants to narrate and everything like that, but I feel like Tia Kemp needed to host the show. Ray J is doing this is his fantasy, and like what Sheila said, which is girl, so crazy coming from you. Sheila talking about some Ray J doesn't like want to see us happy. He wants to be a contestant. He wants to be one of us or be with us. Girl, it's so funny saying that knowing that you and Ray J are in a relationship. You know, I feel like the reason why it's weird is because of Ray J. When we saw tonight, when Ray J was not in the majority of the episode, he only showed up when they have to do the activity or the challenge of the day. The episode is actually like entertaining. Like, let the cast members give us the show. That's why they're cast members, and you're just the host. The host is not supposed to be a cast member. But I can't guarantee that the rest of the season is gonna be good because I'm pretty sure Ray J is gonna still try to maneuver his way through there. And we just got lucky with this episode that we only saw him at in like one little port. He was only on screen for like 5 minutes. And the episode I would say was really good because we didn't see him. That's basically. Can't believe Chloe just let John insult her when John is such an easy read. I was surprised too. And you also know who I was surprised about? Like Camo, you talking about somehow you like Chloe and all this other kind of shit. But where the fuck was you at when John was insulting her? Like, all the guys besides Jaren was sitting there laughing at John reading Chloe that way, and nobody stuck up for her but Jaren, which is crazy. Camel, like Chloe, and I like Chloe. I like her. You know what I do like about Chloe? Because I didn't know it's not because she's white or nothing like that. It's just that whenever we see um white people come into like predominantly black areas, black spaces, like whenever a white person is around a group of black people or a cast that's predominantly black, they think they have to act black or they have to change up who they really are. It's like we know that that's not who you really are. Like Nick from Love Island, how he be trying to like act like he's about that life and he's so hood, which you like, dude, you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth. We know you're not really like that, you know. But Chloe, you can tell that. I think that's actually how Chloe is. I don't think she's trying to change her personality. I don't think she's trying to change who she is. I think she's 100% being herself, and and she's not trying to change it because she's around people who is not white. It's not one white person in there. And I'm glad that she's not trying to change who she is because of who she's around. So I'm really liking Chloe. But can kind of tell that Chloe, I don't think Chloe really cared what John had to say because honestly, truthfully, I think they all think John is a joke because he be trying to be funny and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, dude, you're corny. He's funny at some points, but it comes off like you are trying way too hard. I hate niggas that do that. I hate niggas that try way too hard to be funny. I hate dudes like that and everything. But it just I felt some kind of way that like nobody stuck up and like told John, hey, chill out, unless they just all wasn't taking him seriously. But I was also surprised that Camo didn't say something like, dude, he's talking about her breath is stinking and you be kissing all on her. Like, do you agree? And if that's the case, then why are you kissing all on her? I don't know. But it's like, I don't know. But yeah, John is like, dude, you trying to read her because she said you was terrible in bed. Like, dude, you I can tell. I don't know. Do y'all think John is a virgin? I think he's either a virgin or he doesn't have enough sexual experiences because he always talking about somehow anybody can lie and say that they do this, do that, and they can watch adult content and then just go based on that and just say that they've done this, this, and this. I don't believe John has done any of the things that he claims he's been doing, and I think it kind of showed because Chloe said, because especially you had that many partners and Chloe said that you were not good, that you just wanted to get off, and she regretted it. You can just tell that hurt him. But he reacted like a bitch that he is. And that's why I don't like John. He's good for the show, but the way he talks about women, the way he refers to them as bitches, and then like be the way he's talking again, I don't know if that's really how he is or he just playing up a character, but that's not a character that is gonna make people want to be with you. Just saying. I have a white friend that loves Love Island, and they checked out Love Cabin. It was the first Zeus show that they ever watched, and they totally stopped watching. They totally stopped tuning in thanks to Ray J. See, is Ray J is the one that's ruining the show. And if they do a season two, which I don't even know at this point if they're gonna do it because no one's really talking about it. But I think the only reason I think like what you said, CD Galore, people Ray J is making it weird and it's creeping people out and no one wants to watch it. I feel like had another host, if they had another, they could have had a comedian if they wanted, because Ray J's not really a comedian. Ray J's not that funny, to be honest with you. And this is not Ray J from like 15 years ago when he was in his prime. Ray J is old now. He's corny. I don't know what he be on. But a lot of people said that Ray J made it weird for them. So that's what was going on. And I feel like if they had, I feel like if Tia Kemp was hosting it, like I said, it would have done way better. Now, would it have been like a top show on Zeus? No, because we already have y'all trying to copy off Love Island where we already have Love Island that we've grown to love, and y'all just jumping on the back of Love Island and just not gonna work. And also because I can see if this was like if Love Island was canceled and it came to an end and we didn't get no more Love Island season, and this was like a backup, I can see more people watching this. But I don't think Love Cabin is as big as they thought it was gonna be. So I at this point I don't necessarily see us getting a season two. And if we do get a season two, Ray J cannot be the host. He cannot be the host. I'm sorry. He can't. He makes it too weird. You need to get somebody that is naturally funny or that actually can host and is not going to be like Ray J is not on that stuff allegedly. You got to do that. You can't be giving us you just can't you can't do this again. Y'all can't do this again. Nope. And everything like that. Sorry, y'all. Someone just texted me. Just a moment. Yeah, we can't do that. Let me see. Dude, baddies. Honey, Junior's horror talks. Honey, I talked about baddies. I talked about the baddies teaser trailer at the beginning of my video. That's the first thing I talked about. Then I talked about Joseline's Cabaret, and the last thing we're talking about is Love Cabin. So if you wanna, sorry, boob. So yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that was a lot. I put all my energy in that. I'm sorry, I can't go back and re-talk about that. You just gotta go back to the beginning of the live, baby, and you gotta watch that when I talked about the phase we saw in those teaser trailers and what to expect and everything like that. So everything's up there. Tia Kemp did have funny commentary. The episodes I did watch. Yeah, because Tia Kemp is funny. I don't. Let me tell y'all. I think I said in one of my recaps. I don't like Tia Kemp. I don't. I don't like Tia Kemp, but she is funny. She is very, very funny, and I cannot take that away from her. I would have much rather see her host because I already know she's not gonna make it. She's not creepy like that. She ain't gonna make it that way. And I don't understand because like I remember when I heard about the show, I thought Tia Kemp was hosting. I didn't know she was gonna be narrating, but it makes it really better. Damn, I missed. Okay, we'll go back. Yeah, thank you, baby. Yeah, so it's not your fault because I should have went live yesterday after all the episodes, but I had got back home late from work, so I didn't feel like going on because I was gonna be really tired because I have to get up early and everything like that. But I need to always like do if I'm gonna do lives like this, like I said, um, talking about when I do my Baddies USA recaps, I'm gonna do videos, but I'm not gonna go live. But I am gonna do a full reaction to the when we see the official trailer, so keep an eye out for that one. But with Jocelyn's Cabaret and Love Cabin, the continuity of the season, I was gonna be on live talking about it. And because these shows really I don't want to give my energy and like do my whole setup and do these recaps, edit, do all that kind of shit because these shows really ain't doing it for me. So yeah, so that's that right there. But it's only because I didn't know what time I was going to go live. I'm gonna try, if whenever I know for sure I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna let you guys know way in advance so you guys can be prepared, not me just bringing it on y'all last minute. Does anybody know what the views are for Love Cabin? Wonder if it's going to get another season because it's kind of mean to me. Um, I was on live. I was with Pierre's, if y'all know Everner Internet Entertainment. I was on his after show, and he told me that he doesn't think so because no one's really talking about. If you notice, nobody. I think the only time they talked about it was when the first episode premiered, and they had that second episode when they had that weird ass challenge, and I think that's when people started tuning out because people was making TikToks videos about how it was weird. So Ray J ruined it for them. It probably could have been something, probably, you know. But as of right now, I don't think nobody's really checking for it. Like I still watch it because I'm just interested to see, because I don't think I'm not too much off it. It's just something to watch, and I don't think it's that bad. But it is kind of. But if you think about it, I don't know if you watch Love Island. Love Island, in a sense, is kind of the same way with the pace. Like they're in a villa, and they are just walking around talking, pulling each other for talks and everything like that, and then they have these challenges, but it's like it's something, but they have better production on Love Island, and the challenges that they be doing really makes it. And the thing is, the host over there, Ariana, is not involved. Like she only is involved when she has to show up, do her thing, get her check, and leave. And then the castmates does their thing. So yeah, Love Island is kind of the same way because Love Camp is based off Love Island, but it's just that it is a Zeus network, and they know how to fuck up something. They don't never know how to take a concept from a show that's already been done or is currently being done, and they don't know how to make it good. They fuck it up every single time. They fuck it up. But yeah, so that's the reason why. But yeah, Love Cabin. I don't know. And also, truthfully though, they really ain't gonna get no views once Baddies USA dropped. They definitely ain't get no views after that. Sorry. I feel like what Zeus was thinking was gonna happen is that Love Cabin, because it's coming off the hype of Love Island. Love Island was the biggest reality show this year, and they trying to catapult off that. And they thought that everybody was going to tune in because they're going to be like, okay, we're Love Island, but we're Love Island and we fight and everything like that. So I think that's what they thought was going to happen with Love Cabin, and it didn't. So that's why they're trying to hurry up and film Baddies USA and get it out there, because they know that y'all want to see this Krishana Tasiki stuff, and they know y'all want to see this Rolly and Daisy. Y'all want to see the big three falling out. They're trying to rush it because they need to keep their subscribers happy. Joseline really lost the plot, and it sucks now. She did. And I had talked about this. If you guys go to my page, I made a whole separate video on this. I said Joseline is ruining her show. Like she always comes off of like Joseline's Cabaret. The Atlanta season was like to me, it's still one of the best seasons. And then Texas is like right behind it. Because of the success of that season, she came into this season thinking, okay, everyone loved this season, so I don't have to change nothing. I just gotta come and still do the same thing I gotta do. And then she just fucks it up because like Joseline doesn't know how to have a successful season and then keep the momentum going. And she always have a great season, and then the next season is ass. And then the New York season really ass. Then we had Jocelyn Cabaret Texas last season was really good, and I was really shocked. I was really, really shocked. Then they're thinking, okay, because this season was so successful, because everyone's talking about how they loved Jocelyn's season more than Baddies. That was the first time in a long time that we've heard that. And people was like, I missed the Cabaret. The Cabaret needs to come back. It comes back, and then it goes and it fell right down because, like, to me, it seems like y'all trying to be Baddies. It's like y'all trying to be just like Baddies. It's like that's not the reason why we love Jocelyn's Cabaret. Of course, yeah, y'all gonna have the fights and everything like that, but we need to see the dancing. That's another reason why I love the season 2, because we had the fights, but we also saw them dancing and everything like that. And I love those because I love seeing people who's gonna fuck up the choreography, who's gonna do good, who's gonna stand out. I love those moments. And we're not seeing that. We just now, like I said, we on episode, what episode is this? Like 415, I think it's episode 15. And then I want to say like this is 2 episodes now. So I think maybe on episode 12 or 11, we just started seeing them perform and seeing them dance and seeing them rehearse and do all that. We are just now getting all this, and it's too late into the season. We should have been seeing that way earlier than all you bitches jumping on one bitch every single episode. We should have been saw this shit, and we're not doing it. Let me see. What did I say? Damn, Love Cabin might not even get a reunion. You know, Zeus is quick to not do a reunion. Erica Mena show and Bad Boys. Well, they have to. I heard they have to do a reunion because you have to vote. Because again, like Love Island, of course it's live and we vote live, but this show is not live; it's already been filmed. So they have to do a reunion because we have to vote who our favorite couple is, and they have to at the reunion is the time that they're going to announce it. So they got to, and then they're still giving out that $100,000 prize. So if they don't do a reunion and no one gets paid, like it's like damn, all that for nothing. Like who's gonna get the 100K? So they have to do that unless they don't want to put the money in doing that reunion, and they only go online and say who won, and then just split the check that way. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Sorry, I'm sorry if I'm missing y'all comments. I'm ranting. You guys know how I like to rant. Who's that? Bad real cause Bad versus Wild sucked ass. Bad versus Wild has so much potential. No, it didn't. Bad versus Wild did not have that potential. The only reason why Wilding Out, because it's supposed to be all Wilding Out, and you know Nick Cannon, you know I don't know what Nick Cannon thought coming to Zeus was gonna do, but Wilding Out was good because they have actual. Well, I don't know what's going on right now because I have not watched Wilding Out in years. The last time I watched Wilding Out was like when I was in college, and I'm just thinking of a random episode. Is like when Chance the Rapper was on there and everything like that, and then Azalea Banks and all that kind of shit. And then I watched it when I was in high school and then middle school. They had actual comedians on there, people who were funny, and they didn't need the whole like. Of course, like they was always like faking like they were gonna fight, but we know it really wasn't real. Really wasn't real. And if it was real, they shut the shit down. They didn't have to. That's the thing. Like Zeus is always taking concepts from other shows and then putting it on their network and then spinning it and then putting the fights on there because the shows that are taking it was on network television that didn't allow that shit. Like for example, the VH1 shows, like the love shows, you could not fight on them shows. If you fought on them shows, then you got kicked off. That's what happened with damn what's her name, Safari, from Flavor of Love. She fought the first day, she left, even though she is so, I love her. She's so funny, but you saw what happened. She couldn't stay. While and out, we don't see nobody fist fighting, and if they do, they don't show it on there because they don't play that shit. Love Island, if you fight you go home, you go home. And I think that's what Zeus's mindset is when they be taking those shows and bringing it over here. They be like, okay, let's bring that and let's just let them fight because we know that's what people want to see. But it gets stale because it's like that's every single time y'all gonna every show y'all gonna bring on here and y'all just gonna do the same shit and just add some fighting in there. Like what are we really doing? What are we really doing, you know? So yeah, and that's what they did with Wildin' Out. Like I don't remember anybody ever talking about the games. I don't ever remember people talking about really how good the performance was. All they kept talking about was what fights happened. Joseline and the Baddies and Joseline. All they could talk about was Joseline fighting Natalie and Tasiki fighting T Love and Tasiki fighting this person and Tasiki and Mariah jumping around every fucking where. The bad girls versus the baddies. All the thing they talked about was Brody and the Breeze fight. Was it Carlissa and Tokyo Tony? All they could do was talk about uh what's her name? Carlissa's daughter Callie fighting whoever the fuck she fought. That's the only thing that the people cared about. Because the games was ass. Because mind you, they kept playing the same games over and over again. On Wild and Out, they have so many games that, of course, sometimes you're gonna see one almost every single time. Like I think family reunion is something that they typically kept on playing, but they had so many different games. They kept playing that same twerking game every single almost every goddamn episode. Every goddamn episode. We knew it was not gonna last because it's like, first of all, the people you bring on here, they not funny because like you have to, because the thing with Wild Out, they had a staple set of cast members. They had DC Young Fly, they had Chico Bean, they had Carlos, they had Conceited, they had Hitman Holla, Justina Valentine, Timothy De La Ghetto, Big Baby, and all them. They had all them people who were set cast members, and those people were actually funny. and everything like that. They didn't keep consistent people, and the people they brought on here was trying to be funny, and they weren't funny. The only person that was really, to me, that was funny was Tokyo Tony. Nobody, and Joseline, in a sense. Nobody else was funny on that bitch. Nobody else was funny at all. Let me see. Zeus's new shows always flop. Only Baddies takes off now. Joseline's Cabaret had potential, but Joseline ruined it. Season 2 and 3 was so good besides the reunions. You think season 3 was good? I don't think season 3 was good. Like, I remember season 3 started off strong, then somewhere down the line they lost it because I don't ever remember really seeing them dance. I don't ever really see them dancing. It was like, and I remember that, like, that season, like, that's when that whole thing happened at the reunion where Ballistic and Jocelyn got in. When Ballistic put his hands on Amber and everything like that. But a lot of those episodes was filler. And I remember, like, they would, like, literally have one episode be a whole scene, like that scene with Wet Wet Fall, those people. That whole entire episode was that whole shit that happened that night. But I don't, yeah, season 2 with me was good. Season 3 was good at first, and then it fell off, and then the reunion was really, really bad because they edited around, which, again, because Amber said she was suing, and I think she should have waited until they aired the reunion to then go and sue, because you told them months, you said months in advance that you were suing. So of course they're not going to show what happened if you're saying that, because you're suing Zeus as well. So of course they're not going to show anything that's going to make them lose. So I think she was done for doing that. Then she dropped the lawsuit, and I was like, okay, so she got to pay out. I'm guessing she maybe got 100 grand. I don't know. I definitely don't think she got half a mil. People kept thinking she got a half a mil. She ain't get no half a mil. I feel like she probably got like maybe 50 to maybe $100,000. And obviously that money done ran out because she keeps begging and begging to come back to Zeus, and they don't want your ass, bitch, because you threatened to sue them. Now she's over there on Nata's TV. He's like, honey, get your check. But honey, I don't know how much they paid you, but honey, you should have done something with that money, invested in something. Because Amber, you look really pathetic. You look really pathetic. Jocelyn needs to do a better job at casting new girls. We know the OGs are staples, but they're not coming through this season. I did say this season they had too many returnees. They had way too many returnees, and then they having eliminations, and they keep sending all the new girls home. Like the only OG that actually got sent home was Isis. Now, mind you, Miss Natural had to leave because she got sick. And then, well, we thought Neek left, but she came back. We thought Egypt left, she came back. So, honestly, truthfully, the only OG that really got sent home was Isis. And it's only because, Joseline was being Joseline. I think the second half of the season is current. I think the second half of this current season is getting better, and it's because the dancing performances are finally being highlighted. Yeah, it gets, but it's like, isn't it like too little, too late? Like, why are we just now getting it now? It's like, even if we didn't get the performances, then like y'all could have showed way more of the dances. Like y'all showed them in rehearsal, but rehearsals always kept getting fucked up because everybody just want to keep fighting all the time. No, remember when Pumpkin spit on New York? That was so fucking nasty. I don't understand how the fuck do you spit and run? You spit on her and then you ran afterwards. Like that always blows me. And then at the reunion, she's sitting there talking shit, constantly talking shit to New York. And when New York wants to fire her, she wants to run away and run to the other girls and still continue to talk shit. Like that's the craziest shit. Like if that stuff happened today, she would have gotten ate the fuck up online. Speaking of Flavor of Love, what do you think about Boots versus Bucky comeback? Oh my god, I saw that, y'all. I don't watch Love and Hip Hop Miami. I think the last season I watched, I think this was before COVID, and that's when Joseline came back. When they brought Joseline back on that season, and that's what. Oh, and I think that was the season that we got introduced to Sukiyana that season when they had fought Nikki Natural. That's the last season I watched. But then, yeah, Love and Hip Hop Miami gets very, very produced. I don't think nothing on there is authentic. So I have not been watching. I'm surprised it's lasted for this long. And I don't know how that lasted for this long, but they wanted to cancel Hollywood. I don't understand. But Boots and Bucky, that's gonna be crazy. Like how long? It's been like what 20 years and y'all bitches are still fighting? Y'all bitches are mamas. Not understand, but it's good to see Boots back on TV. I don't think we've seen her on TV since Charm School. It's crazy. They barely played the games. The announcer lady on Bad versus Wild was words, not even a smirk. Oh yeah, that fat bitch that was trying to make cracking jokes. No, yeah, she wasn't funny. She wasn't funny. G Baby can dance, but she doesn't fight. Is why she was sent home. Like what? Well, G Baby does fight. It wasn't she fought Oceans and everything like that. But I don't know. I guess she wasn't causing that much conflict and everything like that. G Baby can dance, but I don't like G Baby. I had how like a lot of the new girls, like every person that's new, I always try to give them a chance. G Baby just did. G Baby disappointed me, and Sky disappointed me. I thought I was gonna really, really like Sky because she looks so much like Queen D, and I love Queen D. But she became very corny and a follower. Like, bitch, how you like? I thought she was gonna be like how stand up to the OGs, not caring. After she got jumped, all of a sudden they saying, "Oh, we got respect for you," and then them talking about some, "Oh yeah, them bitches not your friends, they not your friends." Then you jump in Kanaya with the bitches that jumped you. You jump in Chinks, and you a follow the leader ass bitch. Like I don't like people like that. Like yeah, Sky, I don't think Sky's on tour. So I don't know. I don't even know if she's gonna even be back for next season of Johnson's Cabaret. But she can stay home. She can stay home. G Baby can stay home. Out of the new girls, G Baby and Sky. Yeah, they can stay home. They can stay home. I can do without them. But yeah, y'all. Oh damn, I did not know it was about to be midnight. So yeah, y'all. That's all I got for you guys tonight. Thank you for everybody that came and everything like that. I'm going to try like again. Next week. I'm not sure if they're gonna be dropping the official Baddies trailer next week or the week before next. So whenever they do, just keep an eye out for my reaction video. Next Sunday, it depends on how my work schedule is. I'll let you guys know early that day. I'll make up early and like keep you guys posted. I don't know if I'm gonna go live Sunday night and talk about Johnson's Cabaret and Love Cabin, or if I'm gonna do it on Monday. It just depends. So just keep an eye out for that. But yeah, y'all, that's all I got for you guys this episode, this live. Thank you for all that joined, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.